Io orbits Jupiter. Jupiter has 79 moons. Well, 79 moons orbit Jupiter. Galileo discovered Io on January 8th, 1610. And we all heard about Galileo last time. The origin of Io. Io was named after the mythological character priestess of Hera, who became one of Zeus's lovers because Zeus didn't stay with Hera. He went around the Greek pantheon, if you know what I mean. He wasn't a good guy. May have been king of the gods, but he wasn't good. Io is the third largest of Jupiter's moons. Diameter is 2,264 miles, and the distance is 390.4 million miles.
390 million miles from Jupiter.
Yepper.
And that's this one right here?
Yepper.
Wow.
Io. We'll get into what Io is in a bit. To orbit Jupiter, it takes 42.5 hours to complete its orbit around Jupiter. The orbital speed is 98,000 kilometers, miles per hour.
Is it 98,000? I can't remember.
I can't remember. I'm just going to put 98,000. 100 pounds on Earth would weigh 18 pounds on Io. Okay, so I'd probably weigh a quarter of a feather, I suppose. I'd probably weigh a quarter of a feather. I wouldn't even be here. I'd be up in space. And I don't want to be up in space. I don't want to die. Most volcanic body in the solar system. There's very little atmosphere. Volcanoes are hot, death, burn. You basically look like him, Darth Vader, if you fell into the volcanoes. And it's like Mustafar.
So this is the most volcanic body in the solar system already.
Scary.
Crazy, because it's so small it should have been frozen solid.
Yepper.
Okay.
The average temperature is negative 202 degrees Fahrenheit, and near volcanoes the temperature is about 3,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Damn, that's hot. I suppose that makes sense. Volcanoes are naturally hot. Beep. The activities equal we have bungee jumping, except we don't go down, we go up. Kaboom! We have magma surfing, patent pending, and we have reenacting Revenge of the Sith. Oh, that's gonna be fun. You don't want to be Anakin. You're gonna die if you're Anakin, or you're gonna be burned in lava, and then destroy the entire world, basically. We have Mars. This is the fourth planet from the Sun. Mars is 1.52 astronomical units from the Sun. Mars was able to be seen in the night sky by the ancients. Diameter is 2,222 miles. Beep.
Yeah, look at the chest right now. So.
Beep.
Alright, beep now.
Beep, beep. Yeah. The origin of Mars' name. Mars was named after the Roman god of war, often equated with the Greek god Ares. And not him, not Kratos, god of war, lie. How much would we weigh on Mars? The answer depends on the weight, but 100 pounds on Earth would equal 37.7 pounds on Mars. Dang, that's light. So, oh God. I'd be extremely light. I don't want to be. How long does it take Mars to spin and orbit the Sun? Well, day equals 24, 37, 23. And a year, one Earth year is 365 days. One Mars year would be 687 Earth days, or 669 Martian days.
So, are you telling me a day on Mars is about the same as the length of a day on Earth?
Pretty much.
And
Yes.
The year is about twice as long,
Yeah, I hope War.
approximately?
Yeah, I hope War of the Worlds doesn't happen too.
Oh, yeah, War of the Worlds. That involved Mars, didn't it?
Yep, the tripods. The temperature, well, the lowest temperature is negative 195 degrees Fahrenheit to 70 degrees Fahrenheit. So your warmest would be probably 70. So you might want to bundle up or not bundle up.
I would bundle up.
Yeah, probably. Darkness is cold. If you were 17 years old on Earth, you would be 9 years old on Mars. Ooh, weird. Very, very, so young, old, young, old, young, old, young, old.
Yeah. Do you really wanna go back? I wouldn't mind going back. I'd be about 25, I could go back and redo some of that.
And if only we had time travel.
Yes.
TARDIS or the DeLorean, actually. I'd prefer the DeLorean. Phobos and Deimos. Fear and panic, the horses that pulled the god of war. These are captured asteroids. By Mars. Captured by Mars. The god of war. Thank you for choosing Falcon Airlines. Please choose us if you want to go somewhere in less than 12 parsecs. Any questions?
So Phobos, just want to add this, I forgot to tell you to add this today. Phobos, the bigger of the Martian moons, in somewhere in the neighborhood of like 70 or 100 million years, Phobos is going to be so close to Mars that it actually is going to get ripped apart. And so Mars is going to have a ring made of the particles of Phobos.
So like Saturn?
So possibly similar to Saturn's rings, yep. Yep.
Cool.
All right. So that was Mars and Io, two of the more notorious bodies in the solar system.
Thank you, Mr. Warren.
Thank you. So if we keep going in order then, we'll go Jupiter next. You don't need me up here? All right, I'll leave you alone.
Okay, my name's Stephanie and I did Jupiter. Jupiter is the fifth planet from the sun and it's 5.2 AUs. Some facts about Jupiter is it was known to the ancients and is named after the Roman god of thunder. It's the largest planet in the solar system with a diameter of 86,881.4 miles. 100 pounds on Jupiter would be 252.8 pounds. Its orbital speed is 29,236 miles per hour. It takes 10 hours to complete one rotation and 12 years to orbit the sun once. It has 79 moons and it has faint narrow rings made up of dust and tiny rock. And the average temperature on Jupiter is negative 234 degrees Fahrenheit. This is an image of Jupiter when 3 of its moons are all casting a shadow on its surface. You can see the moons here, and then Ganymede's shadows over there, Io, and then Callisto is out of view, but its shadow is still there. And on Jupiter, I would be 1.37 years, or 14,506.2 days. And would anybody like to know how old they would be on Jupiter?
Yes.
Okay. So does somebody want to give me their birthday to figure out how old they would be on Jupiter?
6/16/81.
On Jupiter, you'd be 3.51 years old.
Yeah, but I'd be heavier. I don't want to go there.
Does anybody else want to know? Come on,
Yeah,
it's
we
my
have-
Oh,
birthday.
6/13/68, if I remember much.
What, sorry?
6,
No.
June, 13th, not that that matters. 1968,
Very young then.
compared to you.
You would be 4.24 years old.
You'll be in days.
Six thirty-one, 63.
How would it work out?
4.66 years old.
Oh, yeah. So the
Anybody
time
else?
You've been here, Jupiter hasn't even made 5.
Can you scroll back down to Jupiter? Did it say the next birthday then would be 2022?
So when your birthday comes around, you better celebrate.
That's about it.
Make it a big one.
That's the message.
Okay.
So what kind of site was it where you can find out this information?
It is. This is relatively new.
8 years old and died, like me.
It's exploratorium.com. They used to just give you how old you would be, and now this idea of them predicting when your next birthday is, that's a fairly new feature, because this is the first year that I've seen this in the presentations.
Okay, some missions that went to Jupiter. Pioneer 10 went, which you can see over here, and it studied Jupiter's radiation. Pioneer 11 also studied Jupiter's radiation belt, took pictures of the Great Red Spot, and went 3 times closer than Pioneer 10 did. And Voyager 1 and 2 observed the rings and magnetic field of Jupiter. Ulysses studied Jupiter's atmosphere, magnetic fields, and its radiation belt. Juno measured Jupiter's mass, internal composition, water content, and it actually entered into Jupiter's orbit and took pictures while it was going in. Galileo, it found the temperature, wind speed, and atmospheric pressure of Jupiter. What is the atmosphere made of? The atmosphere is 90% hydrogen, 10% helium, and it has very small amounts of ammonia, sulfur, methane, and water vapors. And there's this cool video of the North Pole of Jupiter.
This is going to be in infrared, so you wouldn't be able to see this without some kind of optical assistance. Oh, we lost you.
Okay, here's some pictures of it which you'll actually see, so it's not an infrared. Some fun facts about Jupiter. Its Great Red Spot is a giant hurricane 3 times the size of Earth, and it spins 270 miles per hour. Jupiter's 2.5 more massive than all the planets in the solar system combined, and here's Jupiter compared to the Earth. And Jupiter is also the fastest spinning planet in the solar system. I know my citations.
That Juno mission is currently ongoing. One of my friends from graduate school is actually one of the scientists that worked on that. So that's kind of cool.
Good question, you've got 79 moons on Jupiter, is that what you said? So they all have, do they all spin kind of like the same orbit, or are some like up and down versus side to side, or how do they not bump into each other?
That is a great question. Yeah, that's a tricky one, but there's so much space out there, and some of these things are really pretty small, so they don't really have much for gravitational attraction. But they all are pretty much all on the same plane,
Kind of all
similar to
the
the
same.
planets around the
Just
sun.
different.
Yep,
Okay.
yep, just different distances out.
You can actually see the shadow of some of its moons going across the face of Jupiter with a telescope. You can watch it like
Yep.
over the course of an evening. You can see the eclipse occurring. It's really neat.
You showed the North Pole, the IR